I'm going to be ranking the MCC 23 teams from best to worst, starting off with the Red Rabbits. This is a pretty solid team. I'm going to put them in 8th place though. Tommy and TBK can obviously do very good, but just crank game plays and shovel aren't that good. They're probably just going to play for fun, and there's actually a lot of really good teams this event. I didn't know where to put them, so I'm putting them in 8th place. Next up, we have the Orange Ocelots. I felt like they're pretty similar skilled level to the Red Rabbits, but I'm going to put them in 5th place just because the Quig is an S tier and no one of the Red Rabbits is an S tier, and I just feel like I'll be able to lead this team to a lot better placement than the Red Rabbits. And yeah, the Littlewoods pretty solid. Ertz does okay, Finster does okay, but yeah, I just believe this team can get a pretty solid 5th place. Next up, we have the ElYachts. This is a really scary team because Sapnap is on it, who is a beast, and Georgia Found is also with him, who usually does very well. And what's just going to hold this team back a bit is going to be ElYachts and Vigumi, who haven't done too well lately. But I believe Sapnap can carry them in PvP games, and I don't know, maybe team games they can do well at. And yeah, I just feel like they'll be able to get 3rd place. Next up, we have the Llamas, and I'm probably overrating them a little, but I believe they could get 2nd place. Illumina is a fantastic player. I just see him leading this team to victory. And everyone on this team isn't amazing, but they've all been improving. Green especially has been doing very good lately. And I just see this team being able to just get 2nd, because team games they'll do good at, movement games they'll do good at, and PvP games where we're all going to struggle. Illumina will be able to help out with that. Next up, we have the Green Geckos, and I'm putting this team in last. It kind of feels like a crime to put Dream's team in last, especially when he has Foolish Gamers on the team, who has really been improving lately. But they have Tina Cannon and Connor Eats Pants, who aren't the greatest of players. I just see them playing more for fun than to win, which is why I'm putting them in last place. Next up, we have the Silent Coyotes. I honestly just don't see this team doing well. I'm going to put them in 9th place. I mean, JoJo's a really good player. The rest of the team don't do too well. I mean, Scott could do good, but I just don't see this team doing good, really. JoJo's the only good player, and I don't see them being in team games where everyone really needs to be good to get a good score. So I'm putting them in 9th place. Next up, we have the Aqua Axolotls. This isn't such a strong team, but I'm going to put them in 7th place just because Puns is a very strong player. And Bad, he didn't do that good last MCC. He could do way better, I know it. I've seen his VODs. He could do a lot better. And, yeah, Sylvie too, very, very good lately. Sniffrish also did pretty good last MCC. I could see this team doing higher, but I'm just going to put them in 7th because there's a lot of other stronger teams that I see doing better. Next up, we have the Blue Bats. And this is actually a pretty interesting team because there's not really a leader on this team. But I'm going to put them in 6th place just because everyone on this team does pretty good except Carl Corvus. I mean, Captain Sparkle, Sneak, Snack Aspie, all very solid players. But they can't be too high because obviously there's no leader. So I'm putting them in 6th place. Next up, we have the Purple Pandas. I'm going to put this team in 1st place. Everyone on this team is just really good. Pizza fills those smallish beans. Even G. Nelly has been grinding the practice server. And I just see this team doing very well, getting first by a lot, and dominating this event. And finally, we have the Pink Parrots. This is honestly a pretty solid team. I'm putting them in 4th place just because they're going to do really good at team games and movement games, but just PvP games is what's going to hold them back. So that's why they're going to be in 4th place. That's going to be the end of the video. Let me know what you thought of your opinions. Obviously, I'm going to be wrong on a lot of these, so don't just leave some hate comments in the comments. Instead, let me know what your predictions are. I'll catch you all in the next video.